Hey bookworms, welcome back to my channel and to another review. Today I'll be talking about Origin by Dan Brown. Now, let's be honest here, Dan Brown is like a guilty pleasure. I read actually all of his books, both the ones with Robert Langdon and the other two, and I really love the Da Vinci Code, and I just see it as this fun scavenger hunt throughout history and art. And as much that I like historical accuracies in books, we all know his books aren't really accurate. I just see it as an inaccurate fun and nothing to be taken too seriously. Now, Dan Brown's books do copy each other, and his ideas become less and less original with each book. So obviously I wasn't expecting anything too spectacular, but this all was just some sort of an intro or disclaimer. Now, let's look at Origin. The protagonist of Origin is again Robert Langdon, the same protagonist that he used for almost all of his books, and this time Langdon is about to listen to this speech by a friend who is also a computer genius. This friend had discovered something amazing that will change the world forever. Sounds familiar so far? But a disaster happens and Langdon finds himself fleeing from the police with the help of the manager of the museum where the lecture was supposed to have taken place, who is also happens to be a beautiful, intelligent woman. Together they are running around through Spain trying to find out the secret to the speech that this friend wanted to share with the world before it's too late. If the summary sounds a little familiar, it's because this is just a copy of pretty much all of his other books. If you want my opinion on Origin in one word, this word would be disappointing. Everything here are just things that you've read before, especially in the Da Vinci Code. They're just a rehash and are not done as well as the other books. Now, some of you might say, okay, what did you expect? It's not like this guy's William Shakespeare or anything. Yes, well, his books are harmless fun, but it doesn't mean they're all trash. The point is that you don't read Dan Brown for the poetic writing, the breathtaking descriptions and witty dialogue. You read them because they're fun, they're fast-paced, they're like a journey in European history and art, even though, yes, we all know they're not really historical accurate. And mostly because of all the riddles and codes, that's at least for me the most fun parts about these books. These endearing qualities are what make Dan Brown books different and even a little better than other action thrillers. And none of these elements appeared in Origin. First, let's start with the general idea for the speech and the secret that this man had discovered. No spoilers, but my god, this book is pretentious. This is even more pretentious than, well, any other Dan Brown book, and I am comparing it to the one where he allegedly proved that Jesus was just a guy. This great idea was supposed to rock our world and change it forever, and it got religious leaders scared. Now, give me a break, come on. These people have been through attack over religion many times before, and look, religion still exists. Let's face it, if people really needed a proof in order to believe in God, there would be a lot less religious people out there, and there are a lot. Secondly, you know what? I'll just summarize. This book is slow. It takes forever to start, and only around page 120 does the inciting incident happen. Most of the book is just people running around from one place to another, explaining things, and there's only one riddle, one code. This is the most fun part about Dan Brown's books. Not to mention that all the artwork that is mentioned in the book has no significance to the plot whatsoever. This takes place in Spain, and they mention a lot of the architect Gaudí, but it might as well could have been any other place and any other artist. So yes, disappointing, predictable, anticlimactic, a bad copy of Da Vinci Code. Honestly, I wanted to say at the beginning that it's just another Dan Brown book, but to be honest, his other books are a lot better. If you read some of his previous works and you want to read some more, don't bother. This book is just, it's not good. It just lacks all the fun things that make his other books such a cool, interesting thrill ride. And since I was so disappointed from this book, my comment question is actually a challenge for you guys to recommend a different book that's also fun and fast-pacing and has some connection to either history or art or all together, and it has some codes, maybe riddles that need to be solved. If you have some recommendations, please write them down below. I will be happy to read them. And with that said, I will end this video. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to click like to show your support and subscribe to my channel if you dare. And I will see you next time, hopefully in a review of our better book. Bye bye.